From the ashes of the old world came the machines. For ages, they were the guardians of the natural world. And they turned against us. Now, they're getting deadlier by the day. All across the land, people are dying. That's why our leader gave me this command. We have to fight back. And to do that, we need a team. Soldiers who always hold the line. And mercenaries who may have crossed it now and then. Infiltrators who hide in the dark. And champions who shine in the light. Upstarts whose stories are just beginning. And legends looking for one last shot. The last line of defense for those who need it most. Made up of the greatest hunters in the land. This is Hunter's Gathering.
A curse marks my flesh. A blight no worldly cure can heal. I have traveled far to reach the god tree Derwa, hoping it would rid me of this ever-bleeding wound. If it were only that easy.
We found another body. I need your eyes on the crime scene.
when a string of mysterious deaths occurs across America. FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft is captured by the suspect while investigating the case.
What did he do to me?
In her attempt to escape, Grace comes up against unknown threats. A limited supply of healing items and ammunition are at her disposal. Will she confront the threats head-on, or save her ammo for the next encounter? For Grace, impending doom is always close at hand. Meanwhile, another agent working for an anti-bioterrorism organization is also on the case, Leon S. Kennedy.
6 survivors at Raccoon City Hall, dead from the same thing.
With his physical prowess, Leon can parry an opponent's attack, then strike to break the stunned opponent's stance in close quarters combat. He can fire from a distance using handguns and rifles, or use an enemy's weapon against them. Leon has a varied arsenal of attacks at his disposal. This game features both third-person and first-person camera perspectives, and you can change your perspective at any time. There are multiple difficulty options available, including a mode for less experienced players that features aim assist. Guide Grace as she attempts to escape unprecedented terrors, and Leon, who relies on strength to carve his own path. What will they discover when their fates intertwine? Resident Evil Requiem launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system February 27th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard and Resident Evil Village will also be available the same day. Horror-filled excitement awaits, whether you play these games or Resident Evil Requiem first. Plus, a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller featuring original art is releasing alongside the games. Amiibo figures of Grace and Leon will also be available this summer. You can scan them to receive in-game weapon skins.
harbinger of conflict to come.
Conflict? They speak of the Rift War, 2 centuries ago.
Vermeil faces an unprecedented crisis.
Not very nice, putting us to work solving this big confusing mystery of theirs.
I guess not. That's what we Rangers are here for.
Better hurry.
Right!
Become a legendary Turok warrior in this intergalactic action shooter. To stop an alien threat from destroying all human life, you'll journey solo or with a team of warriors online and battle all sorts of primal creatures in ferocious combat. Swap between first-person and third-person perspectives as you unleash weapons, melee attacks, and special abilities to devastate foes. Extract DNA from fallen enemies and the environment to upgrade your arsenal, evolve your mantle, and unlock even more abilities called Echo Syncs to gain a greater edge in combat. As you venture across breathtaking worlds, you'll unravel the mysteries that ultimately hold the key to saving humanity. Turok Origins launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall.
How foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell!
Hola, muy.
It wasn't always like this. I used to think we were lucky. I thought we had it all. A simple house, good life. Sunday mornings. Dance-offs. Afternoons at the park. Story time.
Just one more, Mama.
It was our perfect little world. Then it started. First the sirens, then the emergency broadcasts.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you were advised to take shelter at the Raccoon City Police Station. Food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in
need. Then the screams. God, the screams. And then silence. And I learned something I never wanted to know. How fast everything you love can go away. We ran. We fought. We hid. And still, they came. I told myself we would make it. We just needed more time. You always think that you have more time. Until you don't. If anyone finds this, tell them I tried. Tell them I was still me. Right up until the end.
That's the last of them. Facility secured.
Copy that. Raccoon City is ours.
Welcome to John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, the newest co-op zombie shooter launching March 12, 2026. Today, you'll be getting the rundown on missions, progressions, and a whole lot more about the game. Strap in. It's time to fucking go commando. Toxic Commando is a 4-player co-op action survival game where the world's going to hell and mutants are everywhere.
Oh man, I'm in trouble.
Get your crew together and play as Walter, Kato, Ruby, and Astrid. A bunch of criminals hired to clean up this mess and maybe save humanity while they're at it. You'll blast through multiple missions, each in a semi-open world packed with zombie heads to blow off. Get ready to face hordes of those sludge bastards.
Fuck off over there!
Saber Interactive Swarm technology throws hundreds upon hundreds of real enemies at you simultaneously. We're talking endless waves of zombies running straight at your face. Adapt fast, work with your team, or just grab a machete and charge into the horde like the maniac you are. In Toxic Commando, every mission starts with a badass vehicle, and you'll need it to navigate these infected hellscapes. Each has its perks. Stuck in blood and guts-filled mud with more zombies closing in? Jack a ride with a winch to pull yourselves free, and crack open locked containers loaded with ammo, weapons, spare parts, and fuel. Teams bleeding out? An ambulance is your savior and heals everyone. Check your map for available rides and switch whenever you find something better. We've got all the toys you'll need to blast these monsters back to hell. Pick your primary from 16 weapon types. Shotguns, SMGs, sniper rifles, you name it. Secondary weapons like pistols back you up when you're running dry. When you're looking for brutal, bloody takedowns, melee weapons are your friends. Machetes, crowbars, all kinds of good shit.
Now this is action!
The really devastating gear like heavy machine guns and grenade launchers are hidden in missions. Explore and exchange spare parts to unlock them.
Finders takers.
That's what we need.
Choose a kick-ass ability for even more blood and explosions. Dominate in your own style by choosing among 4 unique classes. Strike for aggressive mayhem. Medic to keep everyone breathing. Operator for drone warfare and tech.
Getting my drone loose.
Or Defender to be an unstoppable wall.
Fences activated.
Stack your squad however you want. Run 4 strikes if that's your vibe. This game is built from the ground up for 4-player chaos. Use matchmaking or grab your friends in a private lobby. With crossplay, anyone can join from any platform. One last piece of advice, if you want to play Lone Wolf, you'll get swarmed fast. So rally your team, gear the hell up, and get ready for non-stop co-op zombie destruction. Mark your calendars. March 12, 2026 is Commando time.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Crimson Desert Features overview video. Last time we took a closer look at Pywell, its characters, the stories within, and open world exploration. Today, we'll be shifting our attention to another important aspect of the game, combat and progression. Combat in Crimson Desert is visceral, and the battlefield is yours to shape. You will grow your arsenal of skills, weapons, and equipment, and it'll be up to you how you use them. Whether it's an aggressive offense, precisely timed defense, or even using your mounts and the environment to your advantage. Combat in Pywell is full of possibility. Wield a wide array of weapons from sword and shield, spears, great swords, axes, and various ranged weapons. Each weapon has its own advantages, so switch back and forth to the ones that best fit your style and the situation you're in. Powerful weapon skills can be paired with hard-hitting, bare-handed hits and kicks, as well as a wide range of grapples to create seamless chains of attacks. Elemental enhancements further expand your options by empowering key abilities, allowing you to burn, freeze, and stun enemies. So combine weapons and chain skills the way you want and forge your own approach to combat. Your mobility and timing are also a big factor in combat. Slides, dodges, counters, and swings flow directly into attacks, keeping you mobile and relentless. Well-timed guards and dodges open up enemies for a counter, letting you strike back and keeping up the pressure. The result is combat that feels grounded, yet explosive and endlessly expressive. Of course, the skills you've just seen won't all be available from the start. If you've seen some of our previous gameplay videos, Cliff is usually shown at a much greater height of his power. wielding a wide range of devastating skills. But when you awaken in the aftermath of the Black Bear's assault at the start of your journey, you start from scratch with a more limited set of abilities and equipment. A core part of your journey in Pywell is the transformation from a survivor into a truly formidable Greymane, and you decide how that progression takes place. As we mentioned in our previous features video, you will acquire artifacts, fragments of the abyss that have fallen to the world below through quests, combat, and exploration. They lie at the end of many trials in the possession of powerful bosses and hidden across Pywell, including up in the abyss. Acquiring these artifacts will be crucial to your progression, as they enable you to increase core stats like health and stamina, unlock new skills for more skill chaining potential, and enhance existing ones, thereby increasing your combat and exploration capabilities. Some skills and upgrades cannot be obtained through artifacts alone and must be observed firsthand out in the world. You may be the type to want to upgrade your stamina quickly to run and glide around the world longer to explore. Or you may want to unlock and upgrade all the diverse grappling skills to continuously slam enemies into the ground. Decide which skills you want to combine and unleash during combat, and choose the direction of your progression by considering your playstyle. While learning and mastering your skills is important to winning battles, the equipment you bring to the battlefield can be just as crucial. As you travel across Pywell, you can buy, find, and craft the gear that gives you the edge in combat.
The mighty blade tests the heart of its master.
Your equipment can be upgraded for higher stats. Materials for upgrading your weapons, armor, and equipment can be found in a wide range of ways. Through mining and hunting, defeating powerful bosses, through quests and by uncovering them in hidden locations. You will also be able to customize equipment with extra stats and special effects. Mix and match these across your weapons and armor, and experiment to discover what combinations work best for you in the battlefield and out in the world. All of that preparation leads to your greatest tests. Across the continent of Pywell, fearsome bosses rule, waiting for your challenge. They come in many forms: human and beast, steel and sorcery, brute force and mystery. They'll test your limits in different ways. At the end of these hard-fought encounters, special rewards await. Some equipment earned from bosses can even grant access to their signature abilities, or grant unique effects and bonuses. So build on the strength you gain through each victory. Take down these threats of Pywell and prove yourself a true Greymane. That brings us to the end of this features overview video. We hope you look forward to Crimson Desert's combat and your progression journey as you explore and fight across Pywell. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next and final features overview video.
Elliot and the Fairy Fae adventure across Philadelphia. Traveling through 4 ages, spanning 1,000 years, to lift a curse on Princess Huria. Elliot's home time, the age of safekeeping.
But the kingdom is utterly dependent on the princess and her spell of safekeeping now.
It is true that she bears a heavy burden.
The age of reconstruction, when humans cower in the shadows of ruin.
People didn't just lose magic, but their will too. I want the world to prosper again.
Humanity's height of prosperity in the age of magic.
This is Weizen, the nation of magic. Magical research is the backbone of the society.
Which is all the more reason it must be done right.
And the age of budding, the birth of human civilization.
I want only peaceful coexistence. I have never sought power. Have to live.
Let's go, Faye. We have to save Huria and the kingdom.
The year is 1937. Sinister forces are on the hunt for an ancient power, and only one person can stop them.
Watch me.
Embark on a globe-trotting cinematic adventure in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade, Indy will journey around the world to uncover the mystery behind the Great Circle. From the pyramids of Giza to the sunken temples of Sukhothai and beyond, use your wits to infiltrate historic areas and solve fiendish puzzles. Or use your whip to face off against dangerous foes and explore a world full of daring escapes and unforgettable encounters.
Watch out!
Adventure calls when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle launches on Nintendo Switch 2, May 12th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Mr. Clipper, you're to bring the lunar panels to the office at 5 p.m. today. Do not be late.
No bloody way. One more try. Just one more. It can't end like this.
You think you're the only one desperate here? Back in the line.
Ay, 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 crazy people, crazy city.
Today's menu. Ugh. Mud crab with mashed potatoes.
That's my synthetic, you fool!
Run, somebody!
Hello, I'm Louise Blaine, creative lead here at Blumhouse Games, and I'm back with the third and final episode in our Crisol Theatre of Idols Setting the Stage series. Our previous episodes broke down the lore behind the island of Tormentosa and the enemies lurking in wait for you on February 10th. But now it's time to find out more about the unique and gory suite of weapons at Gabrielle's disposal.
Burn in the name of the sun.
Before we dive into the arsenal that awaits, it's important to discuss one very big twist on FPS genre conventions. Instead of regular bullets, Gabrielle's divine quest means he uses his own blood as ammunition. Crisol creative director David Tornero and his team wanted to distill the survival element of survival horror into something immediate and tangible. Do you stand your ground, endlessly sacrificing your own health for firepower, or do you choose your battles? Wait until you've got some more syringes of plasmarine and come back later. Either way, I guarantee you, it's going to hurt. Not only does the theme of sacrificing blood and suffering for your mission support the religious aspects of Crisol, there's no denying that in the eyes of the team at Vermilla, blood reloads are just, well, metal as fuck. David and the rest of the studio wanted players to literally feel every droplet of blood leave Gabrielle, and the design of each gun supports a unique and agonising reload mechanic. Whether it's squeezing the spiked pistol or skewering the palm of your hand on the barrels of the shotgun, everything has been designed to be as painful as possible. Oh, and just to add even more agony, you'll have to hold to reload, meaning that you're an active participant in the blood draining process. Given the up-close and personal view we have of each weapon, the Vermilla team wanted the design of each one to look like it belongs in this world of rich architecture and religious iconography. The artists strived to make sure that each gun felt like a sacred artifact and alive in its own mechanical way. The team studied real weapon mechanisms and mixed fantasy with reality to give each gun a unique character. Just like a traditional shooter, each weapon comes with strengths and weaknesses, but just remember that old saying, with great power comes a great deal of blood loss. Choose the shotgun or sniper rifle and each reload will take a significant chunk more of your health than the pistol would, meaning that accuracy is absolutely key if you don't want to become a bloodless husk. So that's some gory droplets of info on the weapons of Crisol Theatre of Idols. And you don't have long to wait until you can donate your own blood for the cause. Crisol Theatre of Idols releases February 10th on Steam, PS5 and Xbox Series.
Hey, Papa. I wish we had more time. I was thinking about... Remember that little red bike that I begged you for? And that kid that tried to take it from me. I broke his nose. I was so scared you'd be mad, but... You were proud of me. You said... Never let anyone take what is yours. But now you're gone, and they've taken everything. Now, I have nothing.
Clearly, you have gathered us all here for a reason. I have more pressing matters to attend to. Get to the point.
We should have put a stop to Vendetta a long time ago. She's a threat.
I've been tracking her for years. She's gone from nothing to this. She's building up to something. And if we don't rein her in, she's going to...
Good.
save me the trouble. You're all here.
Ah, Martia, what an unexpected pleasure.
You're not welcome here, Vendetta.
Not welcome. I've earned my right to be here. Paid for in blood. But what have you done? Lurked in the shadows. Carved up my father's empire. Cast me aside. I want what I am owed.
Owed? Child, you mistake your successes for succession. It is time you learn the difference. Predictable.
Never let anyone take what is yours.
Pathetic. It takes rare arrogance to challenge me.
My family gave everything to Talon. And like a coward, you buried our legacy. I'm here to take it back.
You deserve nothing. Power is not passed down. It must be seized.
I agree. And you are in my way!
You disappoint me. So close to your vengeance. And now, you hesitate. It makes you weak.
I want to remember this moment. Talon may have stolen my past, but I am its future. A shame you won't be around to enjoy what comes next. No more mistakes. No more weakness. I will lead us out of the shadows to seize what should have always been ours. And the world will kneel. A new Talon Empire begins now.
Overwatch battle stations! We are under attack by Talon!
Vitals stable. Awakening subject, Hugh Williams.
While investigating a lunar research station, an injury befalls spacefarer Hugh Williams. With him is Diana, an android called a Pragmata.
There you are. All better.
Classified as unauthorized intruders, the two are targeted by the station AI, which sends enemy bots after them.
Help! Come on, gun work.
These bots have near impenetrable armor.
I think I can help.
But with Diana's hacking skills, you can break down their defenses.
Initiating hack.
What the heck was that?
By moving the cursor through panels toward the green goal, you can hack the enemy bots.
There's no time to explain. Shoot now.
Once their weak points are exposed, fire away.
I hacked it.
Depending on the nodes you pass through, you can modify the damage and effects of a hack. Each split-second decision can change the outcome of battle.
Energy levels.
What truths will the two find in this AI-controlled lunar station?
So it's not one of your pot buddies?
Overdrive protocol. Initiate.
Yeah, baby. We did it! This is how we say, good job.
And what will Diana learn on this journey? Pragmata launches on Nintendo Switch 2, April 24th. A demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
You're probably wondering how a master of stealth like me ended up like this. Yeah, funny story. Let me tell you. You heard the legends, I'm sure. How I infiltrated the fortified tower of Akamash. What you haven't heard is why I was there. I wasn't born. I was a clone, created from amber to serve a master, to obey. Well, I didn't like having a leash, so I killed the bastard who held it. After that, well, I started fresh. I became a mercenary. Any job, any risk, as long as the coin was good. So that's how I ended up in Korengar. Lots of sneaking around, deadly monsters, a bit of betrayal. You know, the usual. And that's where I found it. Quartz. It's not just a crystal. It's something new, stronger than amber. But quartz isn't just power. There's something inside of it. Something alive. The flux. And what's worse, it talks back. But did that stop me? Of course not. The problem is stealing all that power alone wasn't that easy. So I put together a crew. And it turns out trying to kill each other is a great way to bond. Now we're one big dysfunctional family, stealing quartz all across the Izerian continent, even in the most dangerous places. Naturally, that got us noticed by the Inquisition fanatics who want their shiny rocks back. So yeah, that's how I ended up here. But hey, did you really think I was cooked? Please, all part of my plan. But enough of the spoilers for now. You want to know what happens next? Well then go play the game!
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
Just look at it all. It's so green. You coming?
He wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Genova at his side.
Cloud, remember when you told Guy attack back there?
Problem is, Sephiroth stole the black materia, meaning he could destroy the entire planet any minute.
Your day of reckoning is here. Yet, you need not be afraid. This is but a homecoming.
You saved me before. Now it's my turn. Whatever happens, I'm here for you.
Ready?
There you are.
Sephiroth!
Hi, I'm Steve Bristow, the design director on The Legend of Komori. We're an open-world game that's set in the 13th century in Mongolia, and we're entering early access next month. During early access, your choices will shape the journey through a system-driven experience, while the final game will include a crafted narrative. So, it's a new day, and I'm playing the role of Nara, a Yam courier rider. Genghis Khan established the Yam system in the 13th century to support communications across his vast empire. Couriers delivered goods and messages across Mongolia. It was a bit like Pony Express, except for being far more prestigious. To start my adventure, I'll check with Yisu at the Yam station. Yisu's my captain. She commands the local station. There's a few delivery missions available, but there's one that catches my eye. It pays well and provides a lot of prestige, which helps me increase my courier rank. Preparation and planning is the most important part of a delivery mission. That preparation starts with picking your horse. The mission takes me into the beautiful and diverse mountains of Mongolia. They're also freezing cold and full of treacherous terrain. I'll need a horse that can handle the climb, but more importantly, the cold. Looking over my horse, Sanae is my choice. She has good endurance and balance, and she can handle the cold and the terrain. Now I'll check my saddlebags. Ooh, that's a mess. I really should have dealt with this before I rested. I won't need this stone, but I'll keep that Angelica and time for later. Now I need to balance my cargo. If I don't, Sanae will have a harder time and could even get hurt. There we go, perfectly balanced. The next step is to craft some gear for the trip. The mountains get extremely cold, so I'll craft a few cold tonics and a couple of bandages too in case Sanae gets hurt. Okay, cold tonics, bandages. One more thing. My horse needs food on our travels. Normally she could just eat grass, but grass is sparser in the mountains, so I'll need some hay to feed my horse. Luckily I got some from the stable. Before you leave, it's a good idea to know where you're going. Planning a good route is essential. There's a shorter route, but it's more dangerous. My other option is longer, but it's safer, and I know the trails. My horse has a limited amount of stamina. These climbs are never easy, especially when it's icy. I'll need to pay attention to her stamina and take paths that are easier on her. You'll find resources along the way, and it's always good to grab them when you can. And just like a true Mongolian horse rider, I don't have to get off my horse to gather them. Perfect. That gives me a nice little boost. The elements and terrain aren't just a danger to a Yam courier, there's also dangerous wild animals. A pack of wolves. I could shoot the wolves with arrows, but there's too many of them. Thankfully, I have just the thing for this situation. Animal repellent pouches can be attached to arrows. I always carry a couple just in case. If I fire one near the pack, it will make them scatter. That's one pack of wolves dealt with, and I didn't have to hurt them. Perfect. Physical danger isn't the only risk with wild animals. Predators like wolves scare your horse, which impacts the horse's mood. A horse with a low mood loses stamina faster and can't train as well. This storm is nasty. Weather is an important part of the game and you'll need to prepare for it. I'll give Sanae a cold tonic to protect her from the cold. I'm glad it's not much further. I've reached my destination, Tengarin Orgil Retreat. They say the spirit of this place is strong and watches over the people. That's Altani, the village shaman. Let's deliver this cargo. Great, a new career rank. I've been looking forward to those unlocks. Looks like I won't make it back to town before dark. It's best to rest at night to recover health and stamina. I'll need to find a place to camp for the night. Checking my map, I see that there's a campsite nearby. I've got a nomad camping kit in my inventory, and I can use it to set up camp. Sana's had a hard ride. Caring for your horse is important. It helps them heal and removes negative conditions. She's in good shape after the ride, so I'll brush her and tend her hooves before bed. That'll increase her mood and restore her health. Now all that's left to do is go to sleep and wake up with the sun. Well, it's a new day. Let's hope this one involves fewer wolves. And that's a bear. But that's a challenge for another day. Welcome to life in the untamed wilds of the 13th century Mongolia. So that was the story of my delivery, but what's yours? Tell us next month when The Legend of Kimori hits early access.